Hello YouTube, Elite Legionarii here today, and I am bringing you a 4-player free-for-all on the Nordic Woodland map for Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. As you can see, I command the mighty Huns. My initial opponent over here, Max, he commands the Alemani, and through here is Subutai, who commands the mighty Sassanids, and of course DC is joining me again. He will command the Slavs. So, before I get lost in the trees, I'm going to start skirmishing with this very large army that Max has brought. His army consists of 6 non-upgraded chosen archers, 6 non-upgraded chosen axemen, 4 non-upgraded barbarian noble warlords, but 4 very heavily upgraded spear warbands. This is quite a challenging army because spears are so heavily upgraded, but the extra units could provide the necessary support to make it a quick knockout for my. All I possess is 6 units of these Hun Horde chosen warriors, 5 in wedge formation out in the open, and 1 hidden in the woods here to use on a rainy day. I have 2 units of gold steep spearmen, or heavy spearmen, and I had 2 Hunnic elite warrior horse archers. Normally I wouldn't go with the most expensive horse archers, but in the case of the Huns it's better to actually have the better ones, because the lower class ones only fight in like a deep loose formation, and they're kind of hard to control. The middle ones are only a little bit better while being quite a bit more expensive, but the Hunnic elites are only a little more expensive than that, but actually have quite a lot of good stats, plus they're not too bad in the melee, so it's actually well worth spending the little extra money on them, because otherwise you just get an extra upgrade on a couple of these horse cav. It's better to have the good horse archers in my opinion, but usually when I use horse archers, it's just smartest to get the lowest ones because they're all pretty much the same, even if the stats are better. So over in this battle, Subutai's gone with a sort of skirmish army, so he's skirmishing a lot with DC. I think it was about 6 archers, 4 slingers, 2 or 3 slingers rather, and about 4 cataphracts, a couple of armoured camels, and can't really remember, and a couple of nomad horse archers. DC had a couple of horse archers, a few steep horde chosen warriors, some barbarian cavalry, but it goes a fairly even fight between the 2 of them. DC manages to close it before the Subutai can sort of skirmish them really badly, so that kind of saved DC. So in this fight I take quite a bit of time and placement. As you can see, look at that, they're maxed out I think. Gold and 2 experience each on these spearmen. They wouldn't actually, spear warband, they're not really that great anyway. They wouldn't really be much of a huge threat to my Hunnic elite warrior, horde chosen warriors anyway, even though they're spearmen, but there'd be enough there to storm me while he brought these armour piercing axemen, and sheer weight of numbers would cause a rout, so I had to be careful. So what I decided to do is bring my Hunnic elite warriors over to the woods. Now normally cav are poor in the woods, but because I'm skirmishing, the woods shall provide a kind of like a screen for his arrows, if you will, make it a little harder for him to hit me, that sort of thing. As you can see, he did a bit of tried to catch them with his cav. I missed it before, but I took down a good number of men out of the unit. Look at that, down to 34 from 54, so I took down 20. I've also having quite a bit of success against his chosen archers, which is interesting because it's general and I didn't notice that at the time. That's a bad idea. So here I'm bringing up my Hun Horde chosen. I've got him in wedge because I want to see if I can crack through his line somewhere, if I get an opening. Wedge could be pretty effective if you use it right. So as you can see, his line's a bit disorganised, and he is actually losing quite a lot of men from each unit in these archers. Some of them are down to 50, others are down to like 75. So each men, losing 5 to 20, 20 men in some units. So these Horde elites doing quite a lot of damage without actually taking that much. They took quite a bit at the start because they were all sort of clumped up, but now they've got themselves spread out there. Proving a lot better. It's actually really bad when they mix together because they actually slow each other down and makes it easier for enemy archers to hit them. So we have a quick scurry over here. This fight appears to have gone Subutai's way, basically because he's just sort of enough missile units in DC's army. And cataphracts are better, although those cataphracts didn't have many upgrades, but nonetheless it's still a pretty good army. So this unit's down to 67, this spear unit from 120, so it's taken quite a lot of casualties due just to my horse archers. And of course, as I said, a lot of these chosen, this one's down to 53, so I probably knocked out at least 6-7 men out of most units, and they're at 20 or 30 out of another, so they've inflicted a lot of casualties already. What I'm trying to do is get him to come after my cavalry units over here, and bring his infantry this way and his cav this way, and then I'll just bring this Hun unit and kill his archers, and then I can wrap them up easier. Once his archers are out of the way, it'll be much easier. So yes, I've lost a few men, but he's lost more. As you can see, there's a good clump of chosen archers there, spearmen there, cavalry there, just to my horse archers, so it's pretty good. They're doing a pretty good job. So as I said, good armour, even against those 6 missile units, they're doing a really good job. And then it shows they're such good quality, and they've only got gold attack upgrades on them, so they're very, very good. And I'm willing to just let this continue on about. As you can see, look at this, 44, 67, 68, 63, 72, and of course that unit's down to 33, this unit's down to 58, so they've taken a lot of casualties out of, considering they've had like 3 times as many missile units up against them. So they've inflicted a lot of casualties. Very effective. Here they do some weird stuff. And let's have a quick look over here again. It's definitely a victory for Subutai, although I think there was some desync problems. Here my archers get a little snagged up, but it doesn't really matter. It's kind of annoying though. But by this point, I'm waiting to draw his noble cavalry and his axemen in, but particularly his cavalry. So I bring my 5 units of Hun Horde chosen warriors out here. The Huns are really restricted in CWB games, which is what I'm playing. They're all cavalry, so they really actually can't have any more than pretty much 8 units in their army, because the infantry's not that good. Not really. In CWB, they've only got horse archers, they don't have a foot archer unit, so CWB actually really craps on the Huns. Makes it really hard for them. But nonetheless, I really like the Huns. They're one of my favourites on this game. Plus they're good to use. They're just really good. They've got some decent infantry, like the units are, well, the infantry unit's pretty junk because everything can beat them, but they're good enough that they can be long enough to stall the enemy line while your awesomely powerful Hunnic cavalry do all the damage, basically. But if I ever go up against the Huns, if I've got forests and things, I like to use that, because that really make it hard for the Huns, because they're not that good in the forest, because they're a cavalry faction. So as you can see now, his spearmen have become quite isolated, and even with all their upgrades, the only spear warband, my Hunnic cav will have no problem, and he's bringing his archers up unsupported. Any minute now I'm going to spring my Hunnic cavalry here, and I'm going to kill them because he won't be able to support in time. Just waiting to ensure they're a little closer, so they don't have to go too far, and making sure they're quite far from their own support. So as you can see, he's come up here, allow his army to become split. Very bad move. And I see it, and I'm going to take it. So and what will happen is he'll spread some spearmen out to try and stop them, and then I'll bring in my other units to attack. So I'm going to kill most of his a good number of his archers unopposed here. He's going to send units out, this unit out to assist, and as soon as he does this, I'm going to use these units over here to inflict as much damage as possible. They're walking at the moment. I don't know why. There we go. So there's a couple of his Horde Chosen archers destroyed, and I see there's DC's general.
The enemy general has been killed and his men lose hard.
So now I'm going to just charge straight into this. Sheer weight of numbers, and just absolutely slice it to pieces. There you go, dead in a few seconds. And I took like no casualties at all. So now he's peeling off another unit. I'll just pull back and do the same thing again. So if you look at that list of dead men there, or 5 cav maybe, if that, and that was a frontal charge. So I'm just going to pull back, reorganise, send a couple this way, send a couple this way, and come straight in and just do a surround. It's just the sheer weight of upgrades that's saving them, but most spearmen are actually not all that great in this game. So here I'm going to come in from the side, and that'll destroy those units pretty quickly. I'm going to come in from here, finish them off. He brings in his cav, but his men are routing already anyway. He comes in to complete a surround, but I'm going to come in from the other side and surround him in turn. And as you can see, that routs him instantly. So all his spearmen are dead meat. Spearmen are just not really that worth it in my opinion. So my Hunnic Horde Chosen warriors inflict heavy casualties with minimal losses, maybe, and all that. If you look at that, you can really barely see, probably no more than about 12 Hunnic dead men and all those hundreds of dead spearmen and cavalry. So I'm going to mop his archers up now, and now his chosen axemen are easy pickings, and the remainder of his cavalry. So I'm going to reveal my spearmen now too. Might as well bring them into support.
Enemy. He does not stand but runs away. Is there any point in killing him?
So mopping up here in a slow walky kind of way. And I'm just quickly reorganising my line here, guys. Just want to be sure I kill everyone first before I go after his men. So now I'm actually going to use my spearmen. His cav's not really a concern anymore, it's isolated on its own. So I'm going to actually use my spearmen to see if I can bait him into attacking them. Don't expect them to win, but if it'll allow me to semi-surround again. So I'm going to go into wedge formation because I want to see if I can crack straight through them when I go on the assault. Just quickly kill these barbarian cavalry units. So he does what I want him to. He goes after my spearmen, which he'll probably kill or do a lot of damage to nonetheless. But he's completely isolated. Now I'm going to do a wedge charge straight into the back of these men, and as you can see, it routs them instantly. The moment they touch them, they rout. Over here, I'm less effective because he managed to turn time, and these armor-piercing axemen are very deadly. But nonetheless, his men just don't have the upgrades to keep up, so they're going to rout right away. That's pretty easy stuff for my men. So yeah, I'm going to charge in here, and as you can see, they are putting up more of a fight because they obviously their armor-piercing axes allow them to do quite a bit of damage, but nonetheless they'll be destroyed as well. So it's pretty easy stuff. Big army. He had a much bigger army than I did, but nonetheless, he put all his upgrades into the spears. Not a bad idea, I guess, but spearmen are usually not that great. There's only a couple of really good spear units like the Bostron infantry, and there's another one. I can't remember what one it is though. The Legio Lanciarii, they're pretty good. A couple other ones, the Saxon Keel, they're not too bad. Actually, they're quite good. But the Spear Warband's just shit. I mean, crap. Sorry, guys, don't mean to swear. Just sometimes I do. Not often, but I try not to. So they're just pretty junky, really. But that's pretty much this fight over. The Sassanid army, good move from Subutai. He's going to retreat them so that I can't get him, and I'm quite far away. So apparently though on their screen it was kind of a tie, but on my screen we were going perfectly well, like for 80% of the game, and then we just had a random desync, and it kind of messed it up. I hate when that happens. It's just a real pain. So there is one of DC's units out here somewhere, and he does get some of my men, and he charges into my men here, but doesn't work for him. And it's coming together nicely. Here DC springs this unit from. I don't really even see it coming, and he's going to get my men in a moment. But I'm just going to triple speed it, guys.
Drive them from the battlefield.
So here I will charge him, but he actually starts to get on top of this fight, interestingly enough. I think he does anyway. Maybe not. I've got more units in here just in case.
Chase them from the field and give them no rest, no pity.
So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to triple speed here, guys, to the end. Yeah, the Huns are a pretty awesome faction, but you need to be reasonable with cavalry, otherwise you're going to have some trouble with them. They've got some okay infantry units for support roles, but I wouldn't put too much in their infantry, to be honest, and for some reason the replay finishes without a scorecard. Don't know why it did that. That's annoying. Okay, well, sorry about that, guys. I didn't know it would do that. It didn't. Wow, that's disappointing. I didn't quit it or anything before it finished. I don't know why it did that. Well, nonetheless, I think I had about 1,600 kills. It was scored, and I quite easily won it. The other guys only sort of had about 800 each, and the Alemani didn't get many, but I had about 1,600, so I won it by quite a bit. So, yeah, I don't know why it did that. That's annoying. But yeah, I had about 1,600 kills, and I came up on top of that one. So that's a good game too. What was it? Max was the Alemani, DC was the Slav, and Subutai was the Sassanid player. So good game to you guys. Don't know why it's done this, guys, but sorry about that. I didn't even think it would do it myself. So thank you for watching. Sorry about that, and I'll see you next time.